This July is a month of slowing down, going back and seeing what we've done over this year and taking inventory and rethinking things. There's not a ton of new stuff going on this month, but what is happening is very concentrated in each of our own charts, which is why you should check out your rising sign forecast for this July as well. I make videos for every single sign where you can see how this is exactly playing out for you. If you're excited to dive into what exactly we can expect for this July 2023, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a Western astrologer using the tropical zodiac, and I make videos on astrology, and also I have exclusive content on passes for courses and other videos that I do not have on here. And I also offer private readings linked down below. So from July 1st to the 2nd, Jupiter will be sextile the sun between Taurus and Cancer. These are some days that indicate the opportunity in the beginning of the month to harness abundance. Now, a sextile is not very strong. In fact, it is the weakest aspect, so this may be not apparent, but there's opportunity here for long-standing abundance if you pursue the actions with what comes up. On the 1st through the 9th, basically the first third of the month, Venus will conjoin Mars in Leo. They will be very close. I like how my red light turned on when I said that. I think my cat is playing with it. As someone myself with Venus and Mars in Leo myself, this is drama and this is theatrical and this is performative and this is very engaging. This shows that relationships and value-centered interactions in the world will be full of larger than life, over the top themes. It's not good or bad necessarily, but it shows people love bombing, people being theatrical, your interactions being filled with like lots of tea and just very overdressing, etc. for the first part of this month. Then during that, on July 3rd, there is a full moon in Capricorn. Now, I actually like this full moon. It is a kind of celebrating the progress that we've encountered on our journey and being excited for what is to come. It's a fairly uncomplicated, not super severe or worrisome full moon. It shows like celebrating, being proud of what's come because you're on the journey to something bigger over the next following months from this. And then on the 10th, Mars enters Virgo. Now, Mars in Virgo is very much the precise surgeon, the hairdresser, like the nail tech, like the person that has to be very, very pronounced and nuanced in the way that they act. So Mars in Virgo for the world can show that we're being very detail-oriented, nitpicky, precise, and very intense with how we're getting things done. Mars in Virgo does not like extraneous actions. It does not like to waste effort. It also is not the person to act first or to cause a larger issue. It is there to basically suture the wound or to pick up the pieces. So Mars in Virgo is much more understated and much more precise than Mars in Leo, so suddenly the drama and the theatrical nature will die down. And also on the 10th, Mercury enters Leo. So while the aggression and actions might die down in their drama, the communication will only pick up in its drama because Mercury in Leo is great at telling a story, being theatrical, being very performative and engaging. It's great for fairy tales or like storytelling. So as someone myself with Mercury in Leo, appreciate the exaggerated entertainment of the second half of the month with the way that people communicate when Mercury is in Leo. Then on the 17th, there is a new moon in Cancer. This is a pretty cute on the surface new moon that does harbor some intensity beneath the surface that could be a little bit problematic. So the new moon in Cancer itself looks pretty cute. It looks like a really emotional, meaningful new relationship or new endeavor on the way. However, it's opposite Pluto, which does show paranoia, manipulation, or playing chess beneath the surface. Now, this is not the end of the world or anything that is too worrisome, but I will say that look for the cute new beginning that starts middle of the month. There's gonna be some manipulation chess going on with that as well. Then on the 17th as well, Jupiter will square Mercury, Jupiter in Taurus squaring Mercury in Leo. This is larger than life, abundant, flamboyant, generous communication. So this is very positive, but coupled alongside this new moon, watch for what people say to be amazing, so kind, so like love bombing amazing. And yet behind the scenes, maybe that's not the reality, but this alone is wonderful for communication. It's great for manifesting or speaking something into existence. Then on the 22nd, it is Leo season and the sun enters Leo. This is great for just continuing on this warmth, this theatrical performative nature, this ability to be kind, to be generous, to be meaningful. If there's anything that Leo is, it's generous and it is regal, and that lights up other people's lives as well. Now, as soon as the sun enters Leo on the 22nd, Venus also goes retrograde. And with Venus going retrograde, that shows that relationships, financial decisions, and values like aesthetics or what's meaningful in our life right now is going to be rethought. This does not show that if you have a relationship, you're going to break up, or that if you start a relationship that it's doomed. It shows, however, a rethinking or re-strategizing after this retrograde ends end of August about those things which you dearly value. So I do advise it's usually not best to try to make a relationship serious during this time or to put anything into writing regarding financial decisions because your values will likely change or be uncovered to mean something else after the retrograde ends. But it is a great time for revising any creative or any meaningful projects in your life. On the 26th, Venus retrograde will conjoin Mercury in Leo, which shows that we're being verbal or announcing what we are rethinking in our relationships or what we value. On the 31st, we end the month with a really nice Jupiter-Mars trine between Taurus and Virgo, showing that with what we're growing in our efforts and our values, that is becoming a really abundant energy in our life. So our actions and what we're going after with effort, that is expanding in a really positive way, and we're seeing the fruits of that labor pay off. So this month may not be the most overtly like life-changing, boom, 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 but it shows taking stock, taking inventory of things that we may not have considered in the previous months of our growth. So if you already have any thoughts or any reactions to this for this July, let me know down below in the comments how you're feeling and any predictions that you have yourself. Now, the tarot card that we have for this month to keep in mind is we have the Star reversed, and the Star generally indicates inspiration, feeling like good graces are on their way, you're being helped. The Star reverse shows a lack of faith or lack of conviction. There really isn't a more general Venus retrograde card in my opinion because this does not really show relationships or love itself. It shows simply that the values in mind right now, you may have changed your mind around, and that may be something, sorry, my cat is climbing all over my computer, that you may no longer be interested in. So with the Star reversed, you might be having a change of heart around your values during this retrograde, and I would wait until afterwards to make any permanent decisions around that change. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, please do comment, share, subscribe, all the things. I still see that like over 2/3 of you are not subscribed to watch, and that is very confusing to me because the subscribe button is red and I cannot imagine like smashing that. That was a horrible, horrible joke. But anyway, hope that you all are well, and I will see you next month.
Oh, but there is one thing